My name is Torun Ekstrand, and I'm the project manager of Artline.
My name is Agnieszka Wolodzko, and I am project coordinator at Lasnia Center for Contemporary Art.
It all started like an idea of a bilateral cooperation in between Poland and Sweden, since it's very close in geography, it's easy to travel with a ferry, so you could actually work at each other's institutions. And then we, after consultation, decided that we will involve more countries in our cooperation. The Baltic Sea is kind of small anyway, so it's the sea both connects us and separates us, of course, but we see it as the sea as the symbolic form for our cooperation. So we work on the sea, we work on the ferries, we work under the sea level, even in some projects, in some sound projects.
And you work directly with people who work on the sea. Describe a couple of these people.
Yeah, it was our wish to get out from a closed circle of artistic world. Usually artists are among themselves only and don't have so much contact with the outer world. So in this case we decided to go out and to look around at people who live in the region and who live in this very specific region which has a lot of very kind of exotic maybe sides of it, and we as citizens of these areas which are situated close to the sea, sometimes we are not aware of these specificities of regional specificities connected with the sea.
So you asked fishermen, you asked people who were working on the sea, all different kinds of people connected to working in and around the sea. You asked them to tell their stories.
Yes, and it could be short and it can be long, and some are on film, some are only on interview, in sound, and some are written down and translated.
And was there any kind of similarity? Was there any kind of common thread that arrived and kept on popping up?
Yeah, we asked some questions. Are some kind of similar, like advice you get on sea, or things you shouldn't do on sea, like whistle in the boat or bring cheese on the boat? Or some said, yeah, you should bring cheese on the boat. It brings you luck and you'll get a lot of fish. But of course you shouldn't get women on board, or you should do that. Because that's a contradiction when female fishermen came up and said, like, I've been fishing, I'm 90 years old now, and I've been fishing since I was a young widow, and I always get a lot of fish. So
but they hadn't seen any mermaids.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, actually we got a story. We collect stories afterwards, after the exhibition opened, and the stories were collected in this cross-border archive. And now we collect more short stories from visitors at the exhibition. And one visitor came to Sweden and he said, well, I saw a mermaid, I just want to tell you this. And he came with an old paper clip from an article and told us about this story.
Really?
He saw one.
How fascinating.
But there were also differences between stories, because, for example, I was interviewing lighthouse officers, and in Sweden all lighthouses are managed by technology, not by real people anymore. But in Poland we have part of lighthouses are well operated by technology, but part of maybe half of them they still employ real people. So it was interesting for me to interview these people, these lighthouse officers, and to ask about their motivation, why they decided to do this.
And was it difficult to convince people to tell you their stories? Were they mistrustful or
no,
they were open?
They were open, yeah.
And do they come and visit the exhibitions? I mean, you're touring around the region.
Mm-hmm.
Have people come and seen what their work
yes, some
looks
have,
like?
yes, and some don't tell when they come to see.
Right.
I think,
Mm-hmm.
yes, but they do. They come to see, and I think they are proud also of their story coming into a kind of other context, and that it becomes like a part of an archive that researchers or journalists or authors or artists can take part of.
And the collection of the e-book, the stories all collected into an e-book, is also